Okay, this is super exciting. I got these cherry bushes slash trees, they're like midget trees, and blackberry bushes from Gurney's like 3 years ago, and I've been patiently waiting. And I look over today and this is what I see. From the naked eye, you don't see much. It didn't have many flowers. I mean, it got huge. It was just a little stalk 3 years ago. But then I look inside and I see tons and tons of little cherries starting. They're all down every single vine. Like, this is probably one of my most exciting years of gardening at this point, that I finally made this a reality. The grapevine, by the way, has hundreds and hundreds of these all over them. Let me show you the blackberries. So you see a lot of flowers. It's like, oh, that's cool. Look at a few blackberries, but then you get close. They are going insane. And not to mention, I forgot to prune these down last year, and I was thinking they were going to be total duds. So I think it's time to cover them because the birds ate every last one of them last year. So yes, super, super exciting gardening year. And while we're at it, I might as well just show you my purple grapevine, which took off like crazy again, did not prune down. If you look close in here, there are well over, I swear, 1,000 of these grape clusters. They are like every 3 inches on every single vine. They do not stop. I'm not sure what to do with all of these grapes because they are very small red grapes, purple grapes, but they have 3 little seeds in each one of them. So I think maybe some jam, because they all basically finish at once. So I'm not sure what to do, but this is hands down the best gardening year for fruits that I've ever had. Super stoked. So we also have some strawberries and a lot of raspberries that keep reproducing. I'm not sure how to contain these things, but the strawberries I actually store-bought from a local nursery, and this is what they look like. I mean, you can see a lot of new buds starting, some baby strawberries starting all over the place. I'm not sure. I've never really had too much good luck with strawberries before, but it's a very cute container. We'll see what happens. And this is the raspberries that I also forgot to prune last year. I didn't get out here much in the fall last year. We had a weird winter, but we have tons and tons of raspberries starting to grow. And I don't think it's a threat to the animals with the thorns that raspberries have. But this, I think last year we got, again, a handful of raspberries. It's just taking off like crazy. I couldn't be more excited. And my neighbor is pretty stoked too, because all of the raspberry roots and grape roots that are going into his yard, he gets to eat. These blackberries are insane. So last year, I think I got maybe a handful of blackberries, potentially because the birds ate a lot of them. But this year, I mean, I need to can these or preserve these somehow. This is insane to me. I've been waiting 3 years for this since I bought these little plants, and the day is here. Now, the kumquat, we actually already ate 8 of the kumquats that came off of this plant. I bring it in every single winter. I bring it back out every single summer when the temperatures hit 55, and we have 1 left. But this is our kumquat. Hopefully it can live in the greenhouse, which is still under construction, but we are getting there. Got a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be put into this greenhouse that I've been stockpiling, and I cannot wait to get in there. Some shelving units, a toy box full of all my potting containers, and all of my shovels and slow dripper waterers that I'm so excited. Let me show you this, hold on. So I've got pots and watering cans, and these are the slow drippers that you put on just regular pot bottles. My baskets for harvesting, my shelving unit, my toy box, which is completely full of a ton of flower pots that I can, you know, transplant baby ones into bigger ones. But yeah, it's been a project, but this is my Mother's Day and birthday present, and I could not be happier. So we had a pool in this area for the longest time. Prior to that was a trampoline, and the pool got used, I don't know, maybe like a handful of times a year. The kids, as they've grown up, they used it less and less, and it turned into like me and Steve just going in there just to cool off at the end of a day. But we realized that the price of filling the water and maintaining the chlorine and the chemical levels and everything else just wasn't quite worth the pool. You're running that filter 12 hours a day. You're just consistently scraping off the things that flowed into the water. So we decided to put a greenhouse here instead. I mean, the platform was already there. It's already like boxed in. So this is the new version of our backyard. Hear that? That's the sound of hard work. Men are hard workers. Real men at least are. Finally got the greenhouse up, but they had sent us 2 wrong pieces. These are labeled number 16, but the height is different than we needed, so we are unable to complete this wall. In the meantime though, we're putting together the inside. Leveling it, we're gonna do one side tile and one side topsoil dirt so we can plant underground in the greenhouse. It's coming along. The final draft of phase 1 minus half a wall. Oh, that's wonderful. Even my blueberry bushes, which again I bought a few years ago, have so many blueberries all over them. And last year I got maybe a handful of blueberries. I'm talking 10, 12 blueberries. They are everywhere this year. So as long as the birds don't eat them, I'm gonna be good to go, which is the only problem we have in this yard. We don't have deer, very minimal bunnies, which they couldn't reach this anyways. But yes, like, I am so excited. Just be patient. It'll happen once you buy these plants, these little stalks. You think it's never gonna happen, but oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. So I want to feed the birds. I want the birds to feel welcome here. I love birds, but I don't want them to eat all of my berries. We have a lot of squirrels around here as well, and some bunnies, which is why I have all my raised garden beds. But if you guys have any tips and tricks to keep the birds out of my garden and only at the seeds that I'm feeding them and the bird bath that I have for them, please let me know in the comments. Because again, they're beautiful animals. I love them, but I just don't want them eating all of my berries. Time and patience, that's all it takes. Just some time and patience.